Chelsea vs Fulham English Premier League date, the 3rd of February 2023, Friday kickoff at 2000 UK 2100 Central Europe Time venue, Stamford Bridge, London. Chelsea vs Fulham. A new look. Chelsea will look to start a fresh chapter on Friday night as they welcome Fulham to Stamford Bridge for a Premier League encounter. To say that Graham Potter is under the cosh just a few months into his Chelsea job would be an understatement. Potter's Chelsea project is yet to even hit the runway, but it could very well take off in the coming weeks owing to the upgrade in personnel they've undergone over the past few weeks. Securing the services of Enzo Fernandez on deadline day could prove to be a masterstroke if you don't mind the room it has opened up in the Blues' coffers. But the money stopped being an impediment to Chelsea's ambitions long back. If players like Joao Felix, Mykhailo Mudryk, Fernandez, Malo Gusto, Noni Magic and Benoit Badiashile, among others, hit the ground running, there might yet be joy to be found this season for the Blues. For now, they rest at 10th in the Premier League table. Their Friday opponents Fulham have suffered back-to-back losses in the Premier League but remain 7th in the table. Two narrow 1-0 losses to Newcastle United and Tottenham Hotspur wouldn't have eaten much into their confidence. Their last win came against the Blues on the 13th of January, and the Cottagers will fancy their chances as they visit Stamford Bridge this Friday. Their European aspirations could receive another boost if they can register back-to-back league wins over the Blues. The arrivals of Sasa Lukic and Cedric Soares will further improve Marco Silva's side. The Cottagers have been mighty impressive this term, and they could prove to be a tough nut to crack for Chelsea. Chelsea vs Fulham head-to-head. Chelsea have been the dominant force in the history of this matchup, especially in the games at Stamford Bridge where they won 17, drew 9, and lost just one of the previous 27 encounters with the Cottagers. Chelsea were on a run of 7 consecutive wins over Fulham before January's 2-1 loss at Craven Cottage. Fulham failed to find the back of the net in 3 of the previous 5 games against the Blues. Chelsea possible starting lineup: Arrizabalaga, Chalobah, Thiago Silva, Badiashile, Azpilicueta, Kovacic, Hall, Cupula, Mount, Mudryk, Havertz. Fulham possible starting lineup: Leno, Tete, Diop, Ream, Robinson, Palhinha, Reed, Andreas Pereira, De Cordova-Reid, Mitrovic, Willian. Chelsea vs Fulham prediction. Since the return from the World Cup, Chelsea have only won 2 of their competitive games, losing 3 and drawing the other 2. In the Premier League, only 7 teams have a lower tally of goals than the Blues, who have only found the net 22 times in their 20 matches so far, though only 3 teams have conceded fewer than them, 21, in the league this season. After winning their first 5 games in a row in all competitions since the World Cup, Fulham have since lost 2 and drawn the other. They still remain in a good position in the league, however, sitting in 7th, level on points with 6th-placed Brighton and 8 points off the top 4. They will be hoping their top scorer this season, Alexander Mitrovic, is on top form, with the striker failing to score in his last 2 starts. Fulham won the reverse fixture just over 3 weeks ago, winning 2-1 at Craven Cottage. This game is likely to be a close affair and so may end in a draw.